All right, what is up, YouTube? Um, this is gonna just kind of be off the top of the dome. Don't really have much planned for this video, but I just want to capture how I feel. Right now, I am in the preliminary stages of my film, Death of the Western Icon, and it's been like this sounds like cringe to say, but it's been like one hell of a journey. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped myself, and I'm trying to get better at just saying things, but how they are, how I feel about them. But I think it's like very um, I don't know. It's just like that's one hell of a journey. I don't know. It's like that. Anyways, that was fucking stupid. I have, I guess, a week and 3 days. It is Tuesday. My film is coming out next Friday. Not this Friday, the Friday after. So May 1st, 2026. And today's Tuesday. And I saw this video today. If you're maybe into the philosophy scene or you're into Stoicism, you may know who Ryan Holiday is. He is like a modern day Stoic, or not necessarily like he's a Stoic, yes, he believes or follows Stoicism, but it's more that he brings to light Stoicism rather than he's like an emperor or like some crazy person of power who just happens to be like a Stoic. Like he has his own book. So yeah, he's a modern day philosopher. He's a Stoic himself, and he'll always do like daily reels and whatnot. And it just happened today that I'm doom scrolling, all right? Like I don't try not to really doom scroll, but it's tough cuz like I'm in my room all day staring at my laptop right here. What the fuck? Hands are cold. And so he posts this reel, and it's him saying you have to get focused. Get focused on whatever you're working on right now. Treat it like it's the last thing you'll ever do. And I was like, oh my fucking gosh. Like, I have something right now. Sorry. I thought my tongue was brown. I just ate. I'll make this note before I get into shit. I had Ben and Jerry's for my first time today. And the reason why I wanted to do it was so I could solidify this moment and solidify this feeling. I guess kind of like a hot take is that I think doing something bad for you in certain times or something that like you might regret will solidify the moment and solidify however you feel. And so like that's why I kind of, advocate for cigarettes when you're going through like a tough time or when you're out having like a good night, because you'll remember those times you did something that like harms your body or that's like not inherently good for you, and then you'll remember that entire experience and how you felt and whatnot. And so I mean, it's not a good thing that I ate a whole pint of Ben and Jerry's, but I was like, I want to try that, and I don't want to smoke a cigarette today or really at all anymore because I started running again. So anyways, I had Ben and Jerry's. That's why I was like, oh, is my tongue brown? But it's not. Ryan Holiday said that thing. You have to be focused, or you have to get focused. And I was like, dude, like I have this thing, this film. Younger me or like last year me would be dying to have the pursuit that I'm in right now. Younger me would be craving, would be praying, would be begging for an opportunity like this, a calling, a beckoning like this. And so I think my subconscious knows that. It's not like I'm just waking up and I gotta lock in now all of a sudden. It's like almost like, I got a week and a bit. No, like I have known this. I have been extremely locked in. It's been very, very strenuous. But luckily I've, surrounded myself with good enough people. Sorry, not good enough. That sounds so disrespectful. Good people. I've surrounded myself with good people. Obviously, you know, maybe my family or people I work with don't understand. That's why I said good enough. But like I surround them, the majority of who's been part of this project has been a really good person, and so I'm thankful for that. Obviously, I've been on my ones for a lot of this, like alone in my room, days like this, wake up, maybe go out, grab groceries, and then just sit in my room all day. So it's been a long ass fucking process, or just like a very repetitive process, and um I guess like I could be making this video when the film gets posted, but I just want to capture this now because who knows, maybe in a week my perspective can change. And also, I go back to work full time tomorrow. I work at a golf course, so it's seasonal and the weather is good enough now, so I start again. And I'm not like nervous of the work. I'm not really any of that. Like it's not like I'm gonna change and it's like fuck, I'm gonna be a whole different person. No, it's more just I may not have time to really like look back until the film is posted. Which again, I don't know what I'm gonna do after the film. Like that's another big thing too. I made a video the other day, or not the other day, but like a month and a half ago, I think actually now, which is fucking crazy. But I said like feeling doubtful as I reach the end, or feeling doubtful as I get closer to the end. And that's something I've been experiencing right now, not in the sense of like, oh, this film is ass. I mean, like, some of my videos aren't getting as many likes as I would like them to be. And, you know, what are you going to do? Like, I can only really market so much ethically. You know, I'm not going to be like I don't have the money to pay for a marketing firm or a marketing agency. And I wouldn't even want that. So, right now, I'm I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of like I might not have time in the next week and a half to make a video, and I will make a video after I post it because I'll probably feel a certain way and I'm not sure what the responses are going to be like. I feel like if I would have gotten any messages, I probably would have got them like maybe not. I don't know. I'm not going to I'm preparing for the worst, but I'm hoping for the best, you know? Like I think that's how you should treat everything in life. But there's a part of me where I'm like I had these visions this morning, like I was in the shower and I was like really really fantasizing that like I post the film and then like a week later you know, a director who I really look up to, or like some sort of artist that is like youthful and is in tune with what I'm trying to do, but who's already made it. Like they've already like crusaded something. Like they take me under their wing and I work for them and I I learn and I don't get paid, but like I'm willing to be there and I work another job, but there's something to live for every single day because I look up to this person and not only do I look up to them, but they also believe in me. And I have this idea. I know there is a person out there who I could say, but I don't want to be parasocial, so I'm just gonna leave it as that. But it's like I was just thinking, like, what if he just texted me and was like, "Come here," like he was like, "Hey, I want you to direct this video for me, or I want you to co-direct something." Like, yes, in an instant, no questions asked. Wouldn't even say like, am I getting paid? Can I stay with you? No, I'm going. Doesn't matter. And so there's only like really one or two names that really ring a bell. Really just one, the one I'm kind of referencing here, that I would just say, yeah, let's do it. It would be, I wouldn't even ask questions. I would just say yes. And so I have this like distant reality, not distant reality, but this dream, or this hope. But I think ultimately I can't rely on that, because then I become dependent on others to theoretically like make it or get my name out there. And so the goal isn't to be like a millionaire, to be famous really, but it is to have an audience, and to have an audience you need views and notoriety and like followers, likes, comments. You need a strong group of people too who are motivated and are wanting to work on something or work towards something, adjacent or the same as you. And so I don't know really any people who are really working towards something that I'm moving towards in my own sphere, right? So that, like, in my own sphere, there's really nobody that has like this renaissance, like cultural perspective that I do. And it's not to say, oh, like they should be on my shit. Like, we all got different niches, we all got different wants in life, and that's fine. But if I find anybody like that, that's kind of the goal, is that this film isn't really to make money or to get followers, but it's to say, hey, here's me and this is my mission, and hopefully somebody's able to decipher it and reach out to me, and maybe we can start something new. And so I guess, that's not the overall premise of this film. Like, this film is to make a piece of art and for it to be fucking good, and to express myself and to share an idea. And it's not for necessarily to get recognized so I can form a band of brothers or a band of brothers and sisters, or find a girlfriend, or it's not really for that. But that's a byproduct that is in the back of my mind. That would be really nice for it to happen. But guess, like I said before, like a week and a half before the film, I feel like this is my mindset now. We'll see what my mindset is like when I release the film, and like maybe the first like 48 hours after, because at the end of the day, like, nobody really gives a shit. And I'm kind of like smiling through the pain there when I say that, because to me this is my life. Like, it's literally everything that I stand for, that I believe in. The music, the not really the clothes, like, but the music, the music, the visuals, the literature, like the story, like the writing, the allegory, like mostly everything in this is an embodiment of not just my ideas, but what I'm into. And it's like me kind of creating this world. And so, I'm not, like, I also have to think about it too, like, when I think about my favorite band, like The Help, right? How much do I care about their projects? Do I watch their YouTube videos and hit the 10 seconds or 5 seconds forward? Do I spam that, or do I sit down and really consume it? And so I kind of have to think from that perspective, like, hey, like, if I do that with somebody I really like, what is somebody else gonna do to me if we're just mutuals on Instagram? They don't even have to like me. I'm just a mutual that they're interested in or curious to see what I made. And they could be just pressing 5 seconds, and then they can comment like fire emoji, which is kind of like my worst fear. But I understand it's like saying, hey, how are you? It's like, at least they're saying something. And so that's how I kind of feel. That's really it. Not really stressed. Yeah, I go back to work tomorrow, and so I think I'll have enough time and energy to do this, and to also go to work and then come home and do this. And I haven't been to the gym in like a week, bro. Like, I went like once a week. Like, I feel like my hygiene is like my fucking teeth have yellowed a lot because I'll drink coffee and I just hate. I don't know. I don't like brushing my teeth because then it hurts my gums, and I don't like flossing because then it hurts my tooth. And I don't know, there's all these like little things that are in the back of my mind that I'll eventually get to um, once this film is over. And so that's one thing. That's one thing too. Like, yeah, I ate that fucking pint of Ben and Jerry's today. I'm feeling like really like that right now. But I ate that pint, and so I don't really care that much about my weight. I realize that like I'm no matter like what I really say, I feel like I'm always just kind of gonna be this weight, and that's not me like accepting it. But if I really really want to be lean and to be shredded, I have to work for it. And right now, I don't have the mental capacity to work for it and to stress over it. And so I'm just kind of saying like this is who I am. I'll do my best to portion control, and I'll eat like I'll get all my micronutrients in, and I do that. And I'm health conscious, but I can't like stress over it when there's life to live. When there's it's like reading books. Like, why read a book when you can go and create your own adventure or create your own story that could eventually be written in a book, like. And so I don't know, I think this video, this is the before the film kind of like how I'm feeling type shit. But yeah, like Ryan Holiday said, you have something to work, like, he didn't say that, but that's what my interpretation is. Like, I have something to work on. I can do this, and I will do it no matter what. And I've been saying that since the summer last year. I said, I'm gonna get this film done no matter what, and I'm literally here. Like, I'm at the end, and it's fucking so weird for me to say that, but because I've become accustomed to the journey and the process, like, it doesn't feel like I'm actually doing anything, because it just feels like normal, because I've just progressed linearly, or went like doom, like, it doesn't really feel like anything astronomical, but like, holy shit, like, if I show this to my younger self, I fucking did it. And it's really weird too, younger self as in like last year self, not like 13-year-old self. But another thing that's really weird is that if I post this video, right, we're at 17 minutes and 42 seconds. If I post this video and I watch it in the future, right, obviously you can hear me speak right now. You can hear the words, and you can see the hand gestures and some of the emotion that I am feeling, but you won't remember this internal feeling that I have right now of what's out there, because that's all I think about right now, future Aiden. All I think about is, like, where can this take me? Like, will I be looking up at the same sky? Oh, that's one thing I want to talk about real quick. It's not the same sky in LA or in New York City. It's not. I used to believe that we would look up at the same sun, and we look up the same moon and the same stars and feel the same breeze, but it's not. It's a different sun, it's a different moon, it's a different set of stars, it's a different sky, different set of clouds, different everything. When I say don't let them try to keep you complacent or content. I don't know who they is, but just if it's your internal demons, don't let them do that, because it's not the same sky. The sky changes, okay? It really can change. And so that's all I think about now, is just like, what sky will I be seeing in the future? Like, I remember back in like November, all I would do is go on walks at night, listen to Riviera by The Help, or not Riviera, Court on SoundCloud, the 13-minute version. And I would just listen to that and like walk in my neighborhood, and I would just look up at the moon and be like, will I be looking at this moon in a different place a year from now? Like, where will I be a year from now? Like, what type of nightly walks will I be going on? Like, that shit motivates me so much. And it's like, it's not like the material-esque, like, I guess, like, perspective of it, of like this, like, I wanted like an odyssey and like this travel life, and like, it's not like really about the travel, but it's like, what called me out there? Like, who called me? You know what I mean? Like, not who, but what called me? What beckoned for my name or beckoned upon me? You know, like, what was that? Who was that? That's what I want to know. Or who is that? I don't know. Like, just, that's what gets me going. It's just like, what's the reason why I'm out there? And so when I say out there, I don't know where that is right now, but I feel it. Like, I feel it. Like this fall, I can't see myself at home. I can't. And it's just like this film. I knew it would be done around this time. I knew it would. I just couldn't put my finger around the exact visuals and the exact editing and the certain conversations. I couldn't, but I knew it was going to be around this time. And I knew that back in September. So it's like, if that was like, 6 months ago, like, what about now? That was more than 6 months ago. That was like 7 months ago, 6, 7. It's like, yeah, like 6 months from now, they fall again. And it's like, what's next? Like, what will come my way then? Because if I'm working on anything, it's going to be bigger than this project. It's going to be not necessarily better per se, because it's subjective, right? And this could be my best work ever, who knows? But it'll most likely surpass this in some way. Maybe not like a film way, but it could be a different genre. It could be music. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it's like, I don't know, it gets me motivated that if this is my 21 years old, if this is my first film, and this is what it's been like, I wonder what is next for me. And that's what keeps me alive. And that's how I feel 1.5 weeks out from my first film, Death of the Western Icon. A silent film, an allegory, an experimental film, a music video, whatever you want to call it. Ultimately, it is me and what I believe. This is my truth. You want the truth? The honest to God proof? You want the truth? The honest to God truth? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Peace.